Hey guys, Cindy over at paper.old.new. Thanks for stopping by my channel and spending some time with me today. We're working on Tina's mask makes. We're almost done. I'm hoping my voice will hold out on me. I would love to get 2 videos filmed tonight, but probably only 1. I'm working on day 95, and she admitted to having a little bit of a hiccup in her numberings in the 90s in the first run. So she kind of put feelers out, and apparently people wanted to know what they could do with labels and tickets, and she came up with this cluster project. So we're going to be making, I've got a handful of scraps here. We're going to be making label clusters, I think is what she calls them. And basically she used packaging paper. So I got a piece of packing paper and I tore it up kind of into strips, sort of. I mean, whatever. And what we're going to do is we're going to glue scraps of paper to them and build clusters. So I pulled out all of these bits of stuff from my scrap box that probably otherwise will not get used for anything, just by the nature of the fact that they're you know, I mean, all the holes punched, everything like that. Oh, left my card, I left my glue stick out. I have to be folding that and throwing it away. Glue problems right off the bat, guys. Okay. I think we can get it from here. So I'm just going to stick down a base piece. Okay. And then I guess you could stick something on this piece out here, although I'm not looking for it to have straight edges. So I'm going to tear at least 3 of them. A 4th edge I could probably cover up. You can make these, yeah, that's right. You can make these clusters any size. As Lord only knows, I have a ton of different label sizes. So, I can't get this one up off the paper. There we go. Yeah, so like that. All right. So that's a piece with some base pieces down on it. So let's go ahead and start on another piece. And I was figuring on tearing this off of here and then tearing that for the trash heap. This is pretty much trash. Gotta draw the line somewhere, guys. Okay, and then that's keepable. I have a scrap box behind me. Let's take this edge off, like that. Okay, we'll glue this one down. Just like this. And I'm just going to keep tearing these up and gluing them down to this, and then we'll go back and see if we can't layer up a few. I mean, you have 2 layers here just by the nature of this idea. So As you can see, this is a lot of scraps from stuff that we've done recently. I've got... actually, you know what? I think I'm going to go this way. Okay. And I tear most of it out to keep. Oh, I just measured that, so I was going to have it hanging off up here, and I think I put glue all the way up. So, yeah. Okay. I can probably fit one right here if it's not too big. How's everybody been doing? I've kind of been... Well, I've been working on my project. I'm hoping to get something out to you guys soon regarding the project. I know, it's just this mysterious project I keep talking about. It would be a large one, wouldn't it? I'm going to save that. Let's see. What can we tear off for... Oh, what about this? This is nice and narrow. Alright, so I'm going to tear an end. And I'm going to tear it right about there, and then we'll get some of this edge off. I told you guys we just had a Valentine's party at Co-op, right, last week. It's Sunday, so it's been almost a week. And of course, I was like, oh, I have 2 weeks to come up with my next class. And you know how much I've worked on it, right? That much. So I had a week off, and I still am going to be working on it last minute. Of course I am. It's where my kids get their procrastinating nature from. Okay. Alright, so I'm going to put this one off to the side. I think that's enough. It worries me. The spacing starts to worry me a little bit. So... do this one. You know what I think I'm going to do? I'm going to put this down. So, I can't really say... I mean, I haven't watched any new movies or anything. So, I don't have anything in that front. And... I've just been busy with the... I haven't done anything new. I'm thinking about letting my daughter speed run this school year. Like, usually I hold back and I'm like, no, the whole point of you doing things like doing math every day and doing is because you need a little bit every day to help it stick in your head. And I still believe that. And I told her, I said, I tried to give you this year. It's her first year in high school. And I was like, in high school, you're supposed to be somewhat independent with this. So I was trying to, I tried guiding her and giving her, you know, space to kind of figure things out. But I didn't step in soon enough. And so now we're kind of behind the 8 ball. And so I told her, I said, we're going to try a different method. And I'm going to... And then I said, and then next year I'm going to be scheduling you again. Because this didn't work. This little experiment where you tried to manage yourself, it didn't work. I feel like we haven't had a decent school year because I keep letting her... I keep trying to let her, you know, grow up. for lack of a better way to put it. I think I want to just take this flower out of here, however it comes. Now, what I like about clusters is you can always, like, after you've got everything on them and they've dried and you've, maybe before you put a focal point on them or, you know, whatever, you can take them up to your sewing machine and you can sew them. You can put some stitches in them, like as part of the cluster, which I always think looks really cool. Right now I'm just trying to clear scraps off my desk, so I'm not really worried about what the scrap is, unless it's just hideous and I hate it. Like normally I think I would use music sheet as the next layer up, but like I said, right now I'm just grabbing. And for this one, I think I'm going to make 2 out of this. So I'm going to tear it around all the edges and then we'll tear it in half, sort of. She still has a paper to write. That's going to be the fun part, because she can't stand doing English Lit as it is. So trying to get her to write a paper is like pulling teeth. It's miserable. I can't stress enough how miserable it is trying to get her to. And it's not that I don't believe that she can analyze things, because she has, if she's interested in it, she goes deep diving for information. So, like, I told you guys a while back about this Epic the Musical thing. It's some young man, I don't know where he lives. His name is Jorge. I think his last name is hyphenated. I think I told you this when I first said something. And he's done a musical, like a musical saga of Homer's Odyssey with some artistic license here and there. I mean, I'm not going to lie. There's some of it that I'm like, I don't think that's how that happened. But being that it's an ancient text, I guess, you know, you're allowed a little leeway with it. But anyway, he's taken the story and he's made an epic musical out of it. It's not on stage or anything. It's just, we want to make a long, tall cluster. How do we think that would work? Maybe I should tear this. Make it like that. Well, it's too late now. I'm making it like this because that's what I did. Anyway. So he's done this musical, and I think he's finished all the parts. I don't know. But she enjoyed it so much that she's been deep diving into the Odyssey and Greek mythology and all this kind of stuff. And it's not even like she's, I mean, she's making some interesting connections. She's giving me, like, when we talk about it, she gives me all this character analysis. but it's a subject that she's interested in. And I'm watching her do this and I'm going, to me, this is proof that she knows how. I don't say that to her because then she would be like, oh, does that mean I don't have to do my assignment? And the thing is she does have to do her assignment because she's... But they have like specific books that you have to pick from if you want to do reading. Oh, well, no. For your like English lit courses, you have specific books that you choose from and all this kind of stuff. And she picks and she reads, but some of the books that she reads, she doesn't like them. So she doesn't get as much out of it. And that's where the problem lies. And that's where I fight with her because she's like, I don't want to read this book, or I can't stand this, you know. And I'm like, you have to read it. I don't, you know, this is part of your grade. You have to read it. And so it's always a fight. And yeah. But like I said, I've seen her do it before, so I know she knows how to do it. And she really likes that kind of stuff if it's something she's interested in. And I know, I mean, I feel like all kids are like that. You know, if it's something they're interested in, they'll, you know, spend lots of time on it and all that kind of thing. It's just that I'm like, I wish you would just apply this that I know you know how to do to the books that you have to do it with, because regardless of, you know, you telling me how much you don't like it and you're procrastinating and you're trying to get out of it, it's not going anywhere. You still have to do it. And she's stubborn. It is not, I'm not convincing her. It's just not happening. And I'm like, it's a fight. It's a fight. Okay, so we'll do a few more and then I will move on to... I have all this paper. I've as usual, I brought a stack of paper a mile tall, knowing that it's not all going to get used, because it never does. Anyway. So, how is everybody? Trudging right along with our whatever projects we're working on. Sorry, I was dropping some trash over there. Here recently, my projects have been trying to reorganize and move my craft room and this 100-day challenge. I honestly did not realize how much was going to go into this. I mean, getting a video up every day is hard. You guys who do this where you have some video go out every morning, I don't know. I am like, I struggle. Let's just say that. Okay. Let me see what else we got in this pile. I'll put these back in the scrap box. I think we could do a piece of this. No, I don't want to do that. Ooh, that's pretty. It's already torn. I just glue that down. That was easy. Okay. This also is kind of already torn. I'm just going to go ahead and lay that one over there. I have several strips over here, so it's not like we're running out anytime soon. Anyway, I figure what she's doing can't be any worse than that. I've heard of this thing called unschool, and maybe I don't understand it very well, but it sounds to me like you're basically letting the kid decide when they want to be educated. When they want to learn something. So, like, they don't do any formal schooling or anything, which I'm not really sure how that works, because, like, where I am, you have to show that you're teaching them certain things every year, so, and maybe it's different in other places. I know there are some states where it's, like, really easy to homeschool because there's hardly any state oversight, so... But where I am, you have to have an evaluator determine whether or not they've met criteria for the year, and you have to show examples to your evaluator, and your evaluator then writes a letter and tells the district, because you turn it into your school district, and your district gets the information from your evaluator and says, okay, yay or nay, whether or not you've done you met your homeschooling requirements. So, I feel like homeschooling has become more and more popular just because people have, I don't know, lost faith in the education system, or I don't know what everybody's reasons are. I'm sure everybody does it for different reasons. I know a mom who does it just because, her son was bullied at school, so she pulled him and started homeschooling him because the school wasn't doing anything about it. So, yeah, I mean, so I suppose there's all kinds of reasons. But... another one where I get the flour. I'm going to put this off to the side over here. That way I can maybe break up that straight with something. Okay, guys, I think this will be the last one. We glue down just the bottom piece, and then we'll try our bestest to find some... Oh, I didn't realize I had that much room in there. Oh, here we go. This is wide enough. Let's do this. Not exactly what I was going for. Something a little wider. All right, this is the last one. Yeah, so all kinds of, there's homeschool groups that pop up that are new, that, over the past few years there seem to be more and more of. And it's wild to me. Okay. There's clusters that we made the other day. What if I put a cluster on my cluster? Might not be a bad idea. Okay. Ooh, wait. Alright, I'm going to glue that down. I like that on there. I'm cheating. And this is 2 more layers. Your clusters can be as clustery as you want them to be, I guess. Alright. That's not my intention with all of them, but that worked, so what the heck. Okay, so we have all of these. Let's go all the way back to the beginning, which was these little guys, and see if we can't figure out what we want to put with them. Now, I can pull some of this stuff that I already cut in here, or whatever, or I can go in here. This is all collage papers. So, like, this is going to be a very pink cluster. So, like, I could do something like that. Or I could break it up and put some brown on there. Let's tear that off. And then tear this off. Do you like that? Not really. Okay. Well, I mean, it's trial and error until you get what you like. That's just pink. So you'll have to pardon me in my homeschooling woes. I'm just... And I'm still going to make her do the work. Like, she's going to have to do it. But I'm thinking... Because she's been asking me, you know, can I just sit down and do, like, all of my geography over the next couple of days? Just get all of it done. Like, for the quarter, can I just get it all done? Instead of drawing it out. And I'm like, well... But... I don't know. I'm kind of like looking to give in. Say, sure, go ahead. But I don't know. What do I have paper clipped here? Okay, I'm going to put those there. I'm telling you guys, clusters and me are not friends. I'm going to pull these out. I want to pull all these flowery bits out, though. Because I feel like I could use those. Oh, I might put that on there. So, does anybody else struggle with clusters? It's just a, I don't know. It's just a head space thing for me. I think it's why I don't like, I think it's, like, I don't like doing them on camera. I would rather just be able to sit here and go through, because I feel rushed. Like, you guys don't want to sit here and watch me flip through collage papers. So, I feel rushed. So it's one of those things where I'm like, a video of me doing clusters is going to be boring because I don't get anything done. I sit here and I flip through papers and I don't get anything done. Ooh, that's another one that might be able to be used on there. All right, let's see. Let's try this again. Okay. So this, I was thinking I could put with... Don't tear off all of the stamp. It's a very small piece. I can put it with this. I'm going to use this stuff. All right, now we're going to try and slap a second layer down on some of these. All right. Okay, I'm making another pile of trash, guys. Yeah, I like that on there. I know, I'm going to go from one glue piece to the other. If I'm not going to use this glue stick, though, I need to put a cap on it because it keeps drying. The surface of it keeps drying out, and then it's hard to use. Okay, those now have 2 layers. Now, the idea of once you've got 2 layers on them would be... Just in case I don't get to a whole ton more. All right, that's just getting my nerves. Oh, you know what we could use? Oh, no, that was clogged. I have to get some wire to stick down in there. Okay, so the idea behind this being that now you would take a label and stick a label on here. So something like this, although that doesn't have any stuff in it. That's too small. Oh, how about that? What are we thinking? I know. No. So down here, I think like that. And you stick a label on it. Now, of course, if you want to put something behind the label, you can. Piece of lace, piece of... I mean, you can dress these up a little more if you want. All right, so we have that label on there. And now what do we want to put on here? Maybe this could do with a little round. No, not that. Or something small like this. I have a lot of blanks in here. Like, that is tiny. Also not the right color. Not this guy. We got here. He's tiny also. Okay, I'm thinking this might need to be bigger. I'm also thinking that it's going to end up hanging off this side over here because I don't want it to interfere with that, and I put the stamp on there on purpose. So I just wasn't real smart about its placement. Where are my... All right, so today is Sunday. I'm pretty sure this video goes out Tuesday, so I am still a day ahead of myself. I, however, do not know how long I'll keep ahead of myself because... Oh no, this video doesn't go out Tuesday. This video is... I think this video is Wednesday. I gotta find my little book. I've done something with it, and I don't know where it is. Oh, what if I put it up there and just let it hang off over here? That would be okay. And if it really bugged me, I could glue this to something else. So I'm going to block this area with my thumb. Glue this like that. And then I'll put this on here like this. Yeah. So there we have it. So these are label clusters. You can probably hear it in the background. My pellet stove is going. And so my glue is behaving. And there's a lot of it. Okay. Now, of course, idea behind this would be to then tear them out of their... like so. Cute, right? I like these. I can't really say, I mean, not for nothing, I'm no good at clusters, but these are not turning out bad. Could probably wait to tear more off of there until I'm ready to use it, but if I was going to tear more, it would probably be on this end. Oops. Like that. Okay, so we got 2 made. I like it. All right, now let's see what else we can do. I'm not going to do too many more, guys, because I feel like we're going to get into that crazy. But I've got a whole bunch of them over there, and I'm looking forward to putting stuff on them. So I will definitely be working on them. This has blue dots in the background, so I'm wondering if I could use one of these blue, not that one. Oh, this one's blue roses. question is, oops. The question is, do I try to break, see, that'll cover up the rows if I do that, which kind of defeats the purpose, don't you think? I don't know. I can't decide. I don't know if over there is any better. I mean, it does, it still covers up part of it. Well, what would I put in there as a... I feel like that's too small. That's definitely too small. Let's get my big book of labels back out. Something blue. Like this. Oh, I kind of like the way that stands out. All right, I'm going to cut this. The other thing you can do is, of course, ink the papers. Because like this is more, I don't know, antiqued. All right, now, do we decide this is a definite no? I'm looking for good placement. I know, I went totally quiet. All right, we're going to try that. I think that'll work. Okay, so it's going to hang off down here at this corner a little bit. So we're going to go like this. And we're going to stick this right here. I really wanted to keep the rows. I know. This one I feel like would be a good one to put stitches in. I don't know why. I just feel like this one would be a good one to put stitches in. All right, we'll let that dry a little bit. Okay, I'm going to do a couple more, guys, and then I'm probably going to call it a day. Do I like those together? I kind of do. It's not like a jump out and grab me, I like them together, but yeah, this will probably be my last one. We'll try and stick labels on these last two. I do think I could put some... Do I have a piece? Yeah, I have a piece here. Oh, do I have a piece already torn? That's even better. A little piece of this and a label. Okay, I'm gonna do it. Just have to figure out what label we want on there. And then I'm probably gonna go upstairs and, well, I've got dinner in the oven. So probably have to go upstairs and deal with that, but all right, let's figure out what label we want, and then we can figure out where we want everything. Maybe we could do one of these. Oh, that is really big. Okay, I don't suppose I have these smaller. Oh, I do. Okay, all right. I have to clip the corners though because they're I cut them pointed, but they're rounded. All right, that was my son telling me that the alarm is, the timer's going off on the roast, so I gotta go up. I'm also gonna ink that. I might ink it off camera just because I'll be off camera before I get back. And then we'll pick one for that, and then we'll be done. All right, guys, I'm back. I had dinner. Everything's good. I'm gonna get this piece of I wanted to put some color on this label. It's kind of... I don't know if that's enough or not. Let's see. Is that enough? Not really. Okay, hold on. I don't actually know if that's what I want, though. The vintage photo, I don't know if that's what I want. Oh, what about this? I haven't used this for anything. Let's try it. This is called tea dyed, or tea dye. Huh. I like that. Okay. I'm going to put it on the music just because I got some left in the brush. That's kind of nice. It's kind of a light antiquing. Okay, so we're going to put this on here like that. Okay, so like I said, I'm going to finish this one and maybe try to find a label for that other one. So this is going to go on here like this. And so we'll finish these up, guys, and I will let you go. This video was kind of... I feel like I'm all over the place again. Like I can't get my bearings. And I don't know, like, I can't give you like a break in my routine that caused it, other than the fact that I've been concentrating more on my project upstairs. Rather than, you know, what's going on down here. I wonder if I could get one of these. I have these little labels. I mean, technically they're labels. Not that I'm thinking there's a technicality that has to go with this, but... That's the same one. I wonder if there's a... I was looking at it color-wise with the surroundings. I'm not sure if I like it. How about this guy? I kind of like that better. As weird as that sounds. I kind of wanted to do one of these different shape labels. So let me see what else is here. That one's got a face on it. I think these are from E. Over at Scrapbooking with Me. Some of her freebies that she gives away so generously sometimes. I kind of like that. Okay, let's do that. All right. I do think it needs the inking. So, is there enough left in here that I don't have to get the pad back out? Probably not. I know. Whenever I say this is just going to take a minute, we're just going to do this real quick and we'll be done. I always end up finding a way to make that take forever. Got a little excess there in the middle. Okay, so let's clip these corners out. These corners are not supposed to be here, and they're like a little cut in, so it's kind of a different shaped label, which I thought was kind of neat. This is going to be my last one, guys, and then I'm going to let you go. Again, I hope you're enjoying these. This is my run through. I still have to go back through and pick my favorites, like ones that I definitely would go back to, if that makes sense. And, you know, make note of them, make a list, because those are the ones that if I was going to keep stuff in a stash or something, they're the ones that I would make. So I want to go back and see if I can figure out where that would... Okay. Now. Okay, I'm not necessarily going to tear it down any more than that. So, like these, I'm just going to leave them like this. And then we did these two. And I guess that's all the ones we finished. But that's not bad for me, anyway. And then we put... I put all this paper down, so I'm ready to go through and make a whole bunch of these Scrappy packing paper clusters. And, you know, it's a great way to use... I think this is a neat way to use labels. I never really thought about putting a label on as the... like, to decorate up the... And it's not necessarily your focal point. Like, I could add something else to that. Any of these. So, these are a lot of fun. I like these a lot. I think this was a good choice for your fill-in, Tina. And I will see you guys tomorrow with day 96. Bye-bye, guys.